So we are back in my kitchen because there's some stuff I wanted to be able to show you guys that I talk about all the time. So before I get into that though, I want to let you guys know how day 11 is going. So it is day 11 and I'm doing really good. Haven't had a lot of problems today. It's been good. I'm not feeling the hungry. Still get the mood swings. I think that might just be a part of it the whole way through because, you know, I'm giving up food and that's one of my things that I really like. So I've had a little bit of mood swings going on, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. I am not tired today. My arms aren't thick. Like yesterday I was telling you guys, they're kind of heavy doing stuff. I feel pretty good. I did not work out this morning. I just walked on the treadmill for a little bit. Maybe, I don't even think it was 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to be done and have not worked out. But we are planning on doing it like around 6 so that if my arms get tired or I don't have any energy afterwards, it's okay because the day's almost done. I'm missing doing my punching bags. I really like doing that. Not sure what that says about me as a person, but I have fun doing it. So I got that going on. So I'm pretty proud. 11 days, not too bad. And I keep telling you guys all the different supplements that we do and how I set them up so I don't mess them up. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing my supplements and a couple of questions that I've seen people posting. So one question was, are you still having BMs on day 10? Was the question I got yesterday. And I've had a couple people private message me too. So little bits. I'm not going, like I'm usually, you know, every time you eat, I have a BM. So, and it's quick, it's easy, I don't have issues. And right now there's not a whole lot going on in that area, but I don't imagine there would be because there's not a lot to, there's nothing going in, so there's not going to be a lot coming out. So there's a little bit that's coming out, not even, I don't think, daily. But I don't feel bloated, I don't feel uncomfortable, so apparently it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I am still drinking Smooth Move tea at least twice a day, usually in the evenings. It's a tea you can buy from Jeepers. Jeepers, how old am I? I think you can buy it at even Walmart. Smooth Move tea. It's a really easy one. And I also take Comfortone. Comfortone is one of the supplements that Young Living has that helps keep you nice and regular. Still doing my ICP and Juva Power twice a day. So if there's supposed to be something coming out, I would be seeing it coming out. I'm not seeing a whole lot of nothing. If some of you guys have done extended water fast and you have like some advice on that, on whether or not it keeps going, let me know because I have not, I don't have a lot going on in that area. It's kind of TMI, right? Let's see, anything else on the water fast itself? I think I'm just doing good. I'm feeling really comfortable. Like I said, I think my body's finally into that burning mode and it's got more energy than it's had in a long time. I'm liking that, doing my walk and enjoying it. So I'm going to show you guys what we do with our supplements because I take supplements 4 times a day. And it can be, you know, if you're out and about, you can forget to take them. So what we have done for years is we prep. I'm a prepper. Even when I'm cooking and stuff, I cook, instead of 1 meal, I'm cooking 4 meals and I freeze 3 of them and then I put them in smaller portions for, just because it's easier, it's more time effective. And that's what I do with our supplements. So in this bag is, starting at the top is breakfast, then we've got lunch, dinner, and bedtime. And what we do is I wrap them up for Brian and I both. So in this one baggie, this is breakfast for both of us. And in here, we each have our Sleek Slim caps, and then we have our individual bags for breakfast. That way, if we're going on a trip, I can just pack 4 days worth. So we're going to get on a plane, we're going to be gone 4 days. I just pack all 4 days worth, and we've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, bedtime, all ready to go. Now, I know some of you are going to give me guff about using plastic bags because it's not good for the environment. And I can appreciate that and I understand that, but I have tried so many different ways to make it super simple for us, and this one works. We've done it where we've got little containers, but they break the lids and you've got pills all over in your purse. We've tried a whole bunch of ways. This works. This is what helps me. Now, we don't get new bags every single week. You know, we reuse them over and over and over and over until they're completely trashed and ready to go. So we do, you know, you do what you can do, and this works for me. So we have bags of these. Typically, we do this every Sunday, and we do it for 7 to 14 days, depending on what kind of time I have when I'm setting them up. And then, like, when my kids lived at home, we did the same thing for them. We made all of their supplements, and it really does a couple things. First, you don't have the excuse. they're ready, they're good to go. I throw these in my purse, I have them for the whole day, right? So that's very convenient. But the other thing is you can identify which meals, which times a day will you never remember to take it. Because at the end of the week, if you've got all of your dinner left, but you did most of your breakfast, you did most of your lunch, you did most of your dinner, then you know that that dinner or whatever one you're missing is not a time slot that's going to work for you. So you can change it around. You can say, well, maybe I can take it at this time of day, or maybe I can do it here, and you can move it, and or you can take everything that you would normally take at that meal, because you figure out what you need to take for the day and you divide it up so it works for you, right? And so maybe you're only going to do it 3 times a day because that's when it will work for you. Because the best time to take your supplements is when you will remember to take your supplements, right? So you can have a whole bunch of stuff, but if you always leave them in the bottle and they never get into you, they can't get in there and feed your cells, because it's just food. It's food for your cells, right? So that's how I choose to do it. We found out for one of my daughters, dinner was just not a pack that she would ever take. It was always left over, so we switched it. She only does breakfast, lunch, and bedtime. It works for her. My son, breakfast and bedtime. That's when he would do them, breakfast and bedtime, and I know some of you guys are the same way. So you got to find out what works for you. I can also tell you, oh, I'm looking for my phone. I'm talking to my phone. That's not going to work. We set timers. We set timers on our phone, especially right now because we're not eating the meals, so we don't have the trigger to remind us it's time, breakfast, you're just going to take your supplements, lunch. We don't have that, so we're setting timers on my phone, so my phone goes off to say, hey, it's time to take your supplement, so we don't forget. It is a conscious decision to turn off the alarm and not pick up the pills. That's another reason why I like having them already made and ready to go. If I have to stop what I'm doing, go in the other room, find the supplements I'm going to take, put them all together, or I'm out and about and I go, oh, I totally forgot, because I've always got packs of them in my purse as well. So those are just things I have learned works for me. So in here, and I'm going to show you the supplements we do and how we divide it up super quick. The other thing I do is some of the supplements I take are like a powder. So these are all capsules, right? The capsules you can all put together and they'll be fine. But when you take any of the like powdered ones, and I'll show you which ones are like that, if you put them in with pills that have oils or they're moist, these get really gross tasting. They kind of get like a soggy thing to them. So we keep those in a completely separate sealed bag. Most of these are ones that we got for Brian for his heart when he had the arrhythmia and stuff. So the ones we picked up for that. There's some stuff that I was doing for my blood sugar, that kind of thing. Those are all in their own little container. And then we put those in with that wrap up of rubber band pills. So like if I needed those at breakfast, I would, can't get my baggie open. I would add those, you don't get to see, here it is. I would just add those in the rubber band full. I wouldn't put them in the containers. So I just have them rolled up with this. And when I open this bundle, I would also have the pills that I need. The other thing that we do is I do my vitality oils that I'm going to take in capsules. Most vitality oils I either just do straight, you guys have seen me, I just pop them in my mouth, or I put them in a shot glass. I'll put all my oils together in a shot glass, mix it up, and just drink them. But there's some that are either super, super strong in flavor, or there's ones that I know that even when I'm out and about, I want to make sure I'm getting a concentrated dose of them. So I mix those ahead of time. I use Young Levine's capsules, and I just mix those up ahead of time. And I see all kinds of posts on there saying don't do it ahead of time, they'll go bad, they'll not go bad, what is it everyone says, that they'll leak, they'll go through it. I have not had that be my experience. We do a ton of oils, but I will also tell you on these, they go into their own individual little baggie because the oil flavor will get on everything. You know, our oils go far, and I don't mind the flavor of the oils, but Brian doesn't like to taste those hot oils. When he gets that lemongrass, vitality, or oregano, or any of those, he really has a fit. So we keep it easy, and we put those in these separate containers. So those are some of the things that I do, but I make all of my vitality oils. We do those on Sunday as well. We just make all the capsules at one time that we need, and we make all of our pills at one time, so it's already done. It's already out of the way. I'm so sorry. I see you guys posting questions, but you're so far away from me so you can see what I'm doing here. I can't see what you're posting. So, sorry. All right, so this is basically what I do. So like this is the master formula. You guys know I've got a thing on the master. And so we get those at dinner time. So I just pop those right on my hole like that. And then my daughter is in here, and she's usually here helping us do all these. And so what she'll do is take and open each of these and just pop those into the holes. So those are already ready to go, and you do this. Now I know it's weird because these already come in a container by themselves, but we don't just take our master formula, we take a bunch of them. Alicia, do you want to finish these for me? We take a bunch of stuff, so we make them into our own extra baggie after that. So then like sulfurzyme. Sulfurzyme, again, this is on my website if you want to know what sulfur does, but it's phenomenal. And this is one that on the package says you should take it before you eat. I will tell you again, I take breakfast, lunch, dinner, bedtime. That's when I take my supplements. Will you get more absorption if you take it before a meal? Probably. That's why it's on there that way. But something is better than nothing. So since I want to take 2 of these every time I take my supplements, I just put them in, and I know I'm going to get a little something, right? So I'm fine with that, and that's just kind of how I do it. But you can do your supplements however you want. If you will remember to take it before you eat, fantastic. Take it before you eat. But if you're not going to remember and you go, oh, I already ate, don't just skip it. Your body absorbs sulfur every single time you drink water, every single time you're eating. It's supposed to be in our food. So something, again, better than nothing, right? So that's what I do. And this is all mine. So I do mine first. This is all about Shannon. Breakfast is this row. Lunch, dinner, bedtime. And then what I do, we put that on that side. So I know I already did the sulfurzyme. I moved that one out of the way so then I can grab the next thing. So this one is Llysine. Llysine is a phenomenal supplement. It's working on your bones, muscles. There's a little bit of hormone support going on there. And I want 2 of these a day, but I don't have to take them at the same time. So I just go back and forth, and I'm taking them at lunch and dinner. And the reason why is I have a whole lot of supplements that I take at breakfast, so I don't want to add another one on there so that I can spread them out a little bit. Brian actually gets 1 in each hole, so we do them differently. PD 80/20, I like at nighttime. I just take 1 every single night, so I just pop it in that hole. You see how this makes it simple? I don't have to remember at bedtime to do it. It's already ready and done for me. I don't have to worry about whether or not Brian's going to remember to do it. We have it already ready. This is our Thyromin. If you don't know what this one does, you need to check it out. This is giving a little TLC to your thyroid and your adrenals. So I'm going to take 2 right at bedtime. And then I'm going to take 2, it's trying to get away, in the morning. And I do this for Brian and I. Both of us get the same thing on the Thyromin. And that's in there. What else do I have in here? Oh, I already did my Comfortone in there. Comfortone is one that we're doing actually more of right now. I'm doing 4 times a day just right now because I'm going through some cleansing and stuff. This is the Super Cal. Right on here, Super Cal says 2 a day. Calcium's a really good one just to take it in the evenings. You can take it other times too. This is when it works for us. Taking some calcium can help you sleep a little bit deeper. So we take it then, and it's really good for so many other actions in the body itself. And we just keep going. Cortisol. Oh, you guys, it is in. Cortisol helps stop the extra cortisol. It's an amazing one. There's lots of other good things in here. You can go to Dr. Jim Bob did a class on cortisol on the essential oil EOC, the Essential Oil Club. So you can go in there and get some info on cortisol. I might do another one too. I love this product. We don't teach enough on it. It's been out for quite a while. Super C. Now our Super C is super, let me see here. It's super because it's Super C. Our Super C has 2,170% of the vitamin C you need a day in 2 tablets. It is 1.3 grams, and it has all its parts and pieces so you can absorb it really well. So I take 2 servings a day, so that is 4 C's. And what I do is I divide them up so I get 1 at each serving, breakfast, lunch, dinner, bed. That's just how I do it. It fits into my day really well that way. And vitamin C has about a 90-minute half-life. So by doing that, my body's getting vitamin C throughout the day, all day long in little bivets. So that's 2.6 grams of vitamin C that I'm getting in this. And there's also vitamin C like in the master formula, different things that we take. What else do I have going on here? Power Jize. Power Jize is another one you can get info on the EOC. He's got information in there done by, who taught on that one? I don't remember. I think it was Tom that taught on that one. And this is 2 a day. For men, really 2 a day is fantastic. Women, we can take it as well. We just don't need quite as much. So I'm just going to do 1 a day, and I'm going to do those at breakfast. Just pop those in there. And typically, I do 7 days by putting 2 coffee cups at the end. So it divides them up for me, but since I'm doing this a little early, usually I do them on Sundays, I didn't feel like I needed to throw that extra one in there. Then BLM, oh, you guys, BLM goes by your weight. So it is 1 capsule. Let me make sure I tell you the right way. BLM, you take 1 capsule if you weigh less than 120 pounds. You take that 3 times a day. Then for 120 to 200 pounds, you're going to take it 4 times a day. Then for 200 pounds, you're going to take 1 capsule 5 times a day. So I weigh more than the 200 pounds, and if you extrapolate that out, so let's say we double that because I was close to 400, then that would be 10 a day. So what I do, I just take 2 in all 4 holes. So I'm going to do that all day long, 2 in each spot. This has type 2 collagen in here. This is just a phenomenal product. It has some of that sulfur, the MSM we talk about, that's in here. It has balsam Idaho fir is already in here. We've talked about why I love my balsam. It's an amazing addition. Helps to just do so many different things. What else is in here? Clove and glucosamine. It has glucosamine in there as well. So I take 8 a day. Get in there. There you go. And again, it's got all its parts and pieces. What else? Oh, my box is empty. I'm missing a few things. So then, like with these, I'm going to have Alicia do it. But this is that Essentialzyme 4 that I told you I take all the time, right? This is the one that has the enzymes that break down a little bit of everything. So it's breaking down your fats. It's got the lipase in there. It is breaking down proteins. It's breaking down carbohydrates, all those things. So here, let me have one real quick. So this is how they come. It's in a sleeve. And what you can do, you can just take 1 sleeve, so a yellow one and a white one, every time you eat. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, every time you eat. So what I do is I take a sleeve and I open it up and I put both in each hole. So I'm doing a total of 4 every single day. So I'm going to have her continue doing that because that takes a few minutes to do. So I stopped her on dinner. Then I do have some other supplements that were out of stock and we're waiting for them to come back in. So those are other ones that I do of Young Living. I also have some stuff that's not Young Living. So if you don't want to hear about the non-Young Living stuff, you probably want to check out now because I'm going to just tell you a few of the other things I do. While we were out of Sleep Essence, I found another one that helps with sleep. It is called Restore Sleep. I really like this one. It has your GABA in here. It has the melatonin, 5-HTP, lots of little parts and pieces that just worked really well for me. And I take 2 of those at bedtime while I'm waiting for my amazing, exciting Sleep Essence to come back in. I hear people a lot of times talk about Sleep Essence and ImmuPro being the ones that, oh no, which one? There we go. Being the ones that we have from Young Living that help us to sleep. And our Sleep Essence is amazing. It's got Ruta in there. It's got your melatonin. It actually has like 3.25 grams of melatonin. It has valerian. It has vetiver and I'm missing one, lavender. Right, so you have that. And then they talk about ImmuPro. And I want you to know there is a difference between the two. ImmuPro was designed to help with your beautiful, amazing immune system. So in there, it's a chewable one, but it has wolfberry powder in there. It has 3 different types of mushrooms that help with your immune system. It has oils that help with that. It has more melatonin because melatonin has been shown to be able to work with your body's beautiful immune system. So although they both have melatonin, one is designed, yes, the melatonin will help you sleep, but it's designed to restore and build up your beautiful, amazing immune system so it functions, a healthy immune system functioning like it's supposed to. And that is with 2 chewables is the 4.5, I think, milligrams of melatonin. So that's the difference between them because I've had people say, this is a children's, why does it have more melatonin? Well, it wasn't actually created as a children's. It is a chewable. It tastes delicious, but that's a side note that our littles can use that. So it's just good food that's going on there. So that's one of them. I also do, I told you guys I do lots of different vitamin Bs. I do that because vitamin Bs do so many different things in your body, and including nerve regeneration. And I'm out of Super B. Oh yeah, that's part of it. I'm out of Super B. And when it goes out of stock and comes in and out, I always like to have my backup. But this one that I do is from Seeking Health. It is a B complex, and it's in all its right forms, so your body can absorb that. And I like to get that in the morning. It gives that energy. I take 2, but I do 1 at breakfast and 1 at lunch. So I spread that out. That is Seeking Health. Seeking Health is a brand that I have found has lots of good stuff. I haven't seen lots of negative garbage inside them. It's just they got a lot of little things and some stuff that Young Living just doesn't carry yet. Like you can't carry everything, right? There's a ton of things our body needs, and that's okay. I also we take L-lysine. L-lysine is an amino acid that helps to get the garbage out of your veins, that build up stuff that can get inside there. It partners really well with things like L-arginine and L-citrulline, and L-lysine goes in and gets some of that out. So we just take one a day. We started that when Brian, that one's all gone. We started that when Brian had the arrhythmia and had some issues in the hospital. So we added all kinds of... I totally missed my trash. That's nowhere near it. I am not a basketball player. Anyways, we started that then. Same thing with Super K. We started that during that same time period for him. And again, that's just one. I take those at dinner time. Just one Super K. Go look up what it does. It's not all your greens, all those good things you're supposed to get. So I take that. I also want to point this out. Every single time I talk about taking supplements while I'm fasting, somebody keeps typing, or one or more people keep saying, you know, some of your supplements can only absorb when you're eating fat. It takes fat to absorb them. Understand, my body right now, all of the fuel it's using is coming from fat. It is literally taking the fat stores that I have, and it is using that to be able to create energy. So it's not like I'm starving to death when you're not eating. Understand, your body uses the fuel it has stored, which happens to be in the form of fat. That's how it stores it. It's the suitcase that it uses in case there's ever a drought. So my body has plenty of fat to do those fat soluble vitamins, and of course it has a whole bunch of water to do the water soluble vitamins. Our body is fearfully and wonderfully made. It is more than capable of taking us through a period of no food. It is more than capable of taking proteins from one meal and putting it with proteins in another to give you a complete protein source. Our body isn't stupid. We don't have to combine the two together. For all my vegetarian friends out there, it doesn't have to be a perfectly balanced every single time you sit down. My body designed and created to thrive, right? So I can take those parts and pieces. My body can put them together the way it needs to be, and it knows how to use it. Another one that we're out of right now that I usually use is our Omega Gies. We're out of it. I used that up last week and totally forgot to get more on the shelf. So make sure you're looking at that too. This one is another type of B vitamin. It's called Niacin. Fantastic for what it does for the brain, for the nerves itself. I take these at breakfast time. I take 2 first thing in the morning. And as I've said a ton of times, I'm not telling any of you guys you need anything. You all got to do what's right for you. These are just some of the things that I'm doing while I'm still on the fast. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm not doing, and I rotate through stuff. So right now I might be doing the Niacin, and I might not do that next week. It just kind of depends on what I feel like my body needs in the moment. So this is what I do. And honestly, if I get out my bags and I'm ready to take it, I go, oh, I just don't feel like I should take that today. I just don't. I just set it to the side, and I don't. There's no you have to. There just isn't. The only thing you have to do is drink water. That's the only thing you got to do. Your body can only go a really short period of time without it. And then I do an additional magnesium. It's magnesium threonate. Now, Young Living's got some magnesiums, but when I was going through all kinds of stuff, I needed a really high mega dose magnesium for some stuff I had going on. And magnesium threonate allows your body to absorb at a higher amount, and it doesn't give you loose stools. So that's one that I added, and I take 3 at bedtime. Magnesium is great to take at nap time. It helps you to be relaxed and get to sleep. Did I say nap time instead of bedtime? I meant bedtime. You can take a nap too if you want. But and then what I do is, because I want 2 servings a day, 3 is a serving, then what I do is I put 1 in my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which gives me 3 throughout the day and 3 right at bedtime. So that's what got more magnesium in there. I guess my body needs it. And your body can use extra magnesium, so you don't have to worry about getting too much of it. Your body knows how to do its thing. All right, so this is all the ones that I would put in the actual baggies. I have other ones, like these are all, this is Cardioplex, this is Imuplex. Imuplex I can put in there. These are ones that I get that are those powdered form that I was telling you about. And the Imuplex is just an immune, It's not, I never like to use the word immune stimulant. This is about feeding my immune system so it can function like it's supposed to, because obviously my immune system was not working right. When you have MS, it means that your body is attacking itself. Why would my body attack my own myelin sheath, right? Something's wrong. My immune system's confused. It's on hyperdrive. But then when you have cancer, it's because your immune system isn't functioning at all. Like, your body has broken cells and your body's not attacking them. So I'm doing different things to help my immune system to just turn on, just work like it's supposed to, have that beautiful, amazing balance. And Muplex is one of the products that I like with that. That's like our Immu Pro, but it was gone for a really long time, right? So that's that concept. I take that one at lunch and one at dinner. Woo. And no rhyme or reason for taking them that specific time. You could take anything for your immune system as long as it doesn't have melatonin. You could take that breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever time you wanted to do that. It doesn't have anything that has a stimulant that will keep me up late at night, and nothing that has nothing that wakes me up, so I want to take it first thing in the morning. So either direction that you're going. And that's pretty much it. I also have, will you grab in the fridge for me all of the tinctures of things I do? I do a lot of tinctures, and I do those throughout the day, and I've talked about them before. So I have silver that I take on occasion when I need it, and this is one I like if your body is fighting something. Silver, I haven't had to take it in forever and ever. Rahemagen, I talk about that a lot. This is another vitamin B that I take that's liquid. Mineral essence. Oh, I swear I could teach a class just on this. This is iodine. Every single cell in your body has a receptor for iodine. We really truly need iodine. If you start playing with some iodine, make sure you start slowly, because you can get a lot of detox stuff going on when you begin to iodine. But I take a liquid iodine. I take K and B. This is the phosphorus that I take. Mind wise, holy snot, I didn't realize I had this much stuff. My Life 9. I don't put this into my pills because it really needs to stay refrigerated, so I choose to keep it in the fridge. Those are duplicates of the same thing, so we have that going on. I also have a bunch of powders that I mix together that I take. And they're sitting right there. Juva Power ICP, I showed you those, showed those to you the other day with the silica. Amino-wise, alkaline. I'm not really doing alkaline right now. It has a few more carbs than what I want. I took it, I think it was on day 3, and my stomach kind of turned after I did it. And right now, I don't need anything upsetting my stomach because I'm feeling really good. So that's what I do. And so what I would do is I would bundle each of these all for breakfast. The little bag says breakfast. I set those on the side. When I get Brian's done, then I put his breakfast and my breakfast together, and I rubber band them. I add to both of ours for breakfast, lunch, and dinner right now. So this would be one for me, and this would be one for Brian that I would put in our breakfast packets because it really help. And what I have found, at least during the fast, I take these, so when my timer goes off, we take these, then I set my timer for 15 minutes, and then I will take the rest of them. I found that if I take these first, they make it where I can take the rest of my supplements and it doesn't upset my stomach. If I take them all at the same time, I get that little bit of a, I guess, sour stomach. It's just too much at once, but I think the fiber expanding in my Sleek Citrus Slim let me be able to handle more stuff on it. So I wasn't able to see any of your questions because you guys are so far from me, but later today, I want you to know this 100%. I read every single comment that you guys have every single day. And anytime I'm having a hard time or anything, I will go back and I will reread them because they are so encouraging having that info. And so this time, if I see questions, I will either answer them all tomorrow in a video. So if you got other questions on my supplements, you can do that. You can also go to my website, ShannonHudsonWild.com. Most of the supplements I take, I have probably done a 5-10 minute video on, so you'll know why I take the ones that I take and what I do. And again, remember, I'm not saying anybody else has to take this amount. Obviously, this is a whole lot of stuff, but it's because I got a whole lot of stuff going on. And I just want to throw this out there real quick for you because I know I'm going to have the haters who are going to be like, that's just too much. I can't be taking that. It's not good for you. And I want to direct you to this right here. This is a flyer, and you can find a ton of information online yourself. These are from Sound Concepts, I think. And this is just discussing pharmaceuticals. Number 1 cause of death, pharmaceuticals. So I'm going to put this out here. Conventional, let's see, cancer. 550,000 people a year die from cancer. Heart disease. 700,000 people a year die from heart disease. 784,000 people a year die from properly written prescriptions. So prescriptions, medical error, what all does it say? It says, documented statistics on death due by conventional medical therapies estimated nearly to be a whopping 784,000 per year. And that's just in the U.S. That's huge. And that can be, let's see, mortality due to adverse drug reactions, infection, medical error, surgical complications, and unnecessary procedures. All right. So that, and they cite all of their sources where they're getting their information from. And before I finish, let me tell you this: vitamin and nutritional supplements death per year is 6. 6. We're sitting here worrying about whether or not I'm taking too many pills and having little attitudes when 784,000 people are dying from the options. I'm just saying. We got to think that through. So I'm not saying that any of this is a cure, but I'm certainly saying none of this is going to hurt me. It's okay. I don't have to worry about it. My body knows what to do, and you have to listen to your body. Do what's right for you. Do what's right for you. Don't do it because somebody else told you to. All right, guys, I will be back on tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.